readers, nice to see you. Thanks for dropping by. And if, like me, you've got room for a speedy read of a fantastic picture book like this, then stick around because we're going to read it. And it's called Flabby Cat and Slobby Dog by the fantastic duo of Tony Ross and Jeanne Willis. So without further ado, let's have a speedy read. Flabby Cat was sitting on the sofa when in came Slobby Dog. He sat next to her like he'd always done since they were small, but today they just couldn't get comfortable.
I'm all squashed, said Slobby Dog. This sofa's shrunk.
Nonsense, said Flabby Cat. The cushions have grown.
That'll be it,
said Slobby Dog. It's very uncomfortable. Whatever shall we do? Said Flabby Cat.
Let's do what we always do,
said Slobby Dog. Ooh, I wonder what they're going to do. So they ate and ate and ate, and they slept and slept and slept. It was all very comforting, but when they woke up, the sofa had shrunk even smaller, and the cushions had grown even bigger, or so they like to think. It's a frightful squeeze, said Slobby Dog. Whatever shall we do now? Asked Flabby Cat.
Well, what we always do,
said Slobby Dog. So they ate and ate and ate, and they slept and slept and slept. It was all very comforting, but when they woke up, the sofa had practically disappeared, and the cushions almost filled the room, or so they imagined.
I'll never get comfortable,
sighed Slobby Dog. Whatever shall we do? Cried Flabby Cat. Eat and sleep?
No, let's do something completely different,
said Slobby Dog. Oh, what are they going to do? Well,
let's watch telly.
So that's what they did. They watched a programme about a cunning tiger and a wild wolf, and while they were watching, they ate and ate and ate, and they slept and slept and slept. It was all very comforting, but when they woke up, oh my days, look at that. The sofa had shrunk, the room had shrunk, the whole house had shrunk, or so they believed. There's no room for us here, said Flabby Cat. Wherever shall we live?
Perhaps the cunning tiger and the wild wolf will let us live with them, said Slobby Dog.
They are our distant relatives after all, agreed Flabby Cat. Let's go and ask. So off they go. But their distant relatives were a lot more distant than they thought. Slobby Dog and Flabby Cat walked and walked through streets and cities. They sailed across several seas. But they searched fields and forests, mountains and deserts, but they couldn't find the cunning tiger and the wild wolf. When they were hungry, they had to hunt for food, so they couldn't eat and eat and eat. When they were thirsty, they had to look for water. There was no time to sleep and sleep and sleep. They were too busy trying to stay alive. At last, they came to the jungle. They looked high and low, but the cunning tiger and the wild wolf were nowhere to be seen. Wherever can they be? Said the Flabby Cat.
I bet they've gone to our house, said Slobby Dog. I bet they're sitting on our sofa.
That's just the sort of thing a cunning tiger and a wild wolf would do, said Flabby Cat. So they went home to look for them. Out of the jungle, back over the mountains, through deserts, forests and fields, over the sea, into the city and the street where they lived. They ran indoors.
There they are,
shouted Slobby Dog, pointing at the mirror. And right there, standing in front of the sofa, were no other than the wild wolf and the cunning tiger. Or so they thought. But the wolf was Slobby Dog, all strong and slim from climbing and walking, and the tiger was Flabby Cat, all sleek and trim from striding and stalking. They gazed at their reflections, and for the first time in a long time, they felt really comfortable with who they were, all of which had nothing to do with the size of their sofa, and everything to do with getting off it. And that's the end. My goodness me. So, take from that what you will. But I think they're a lot happier when they're off the sofa, don't you? So, that's it from me. I have to go. But I will return, and I hope the same for you. Come back next time, and we'll have a speedy read of a different book, and we've got some good ones coming up. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye.